All right.
Greetings. I am your host, AJ Adams, and I thank you for joining us as we rock truth or absolutely nothing at all. We live in a society today where truth, even before our very eyes, is consistently questioned, criticized, and altered to fit a person's ideology of God's original intent for the kingdom and the mankind. We believe that the Bible, our kingdom constitution, is inspired, infallible, inherent, and the final authority for all. RockTrueQueens is founded on He, who is the original point of reference for all things to come through eternity. The Rock True Queens is a cross cultural response to the generational, economical, and social concerns of the kingdom woman in today's society. Rock True Queens established for each one to reach one, to teach one, the lost art of embodiment as inherent chosen daughter. Therefore, exposing the hidden in plain sight, the assassination attempt on the kingdom morals, integrity, and glory for her identity, ultimately healing the broken love language between the king and his queen by applying kingdom principles, revelation, and knowledge. The Rock True Queen seeks to inspire, enlighten, and highlight upcoming and established local and international queens and kings of character while promoting Black consciousness and awareness to who we are and who we belong. It is absolutely a kingdom renaissance. Hello, fellow truthers.
Good evening.
Hello, hello, hello.
You still muted. I know you sharing. She distracted. She's sharing.
Grand evening. Yes, I'm still sharing. Call me Sharon because I'm sharing.
Right.
Grand evening. How's everybody?
Good, good. Doing good and getting better.
That's what's up, sis. That's what's up, sis. I don't even know if you got any other choice. You know.
Okay.
I mean,
some people don't know and understand. You know, you have to continue to do better, to be better.
Teaching.
Absolutely.
Teaching. It continue,
Absolutely.
like you said, and it don't stop. Boom, boom. Ooh, that right there. It don't stop. Continue.
I know, right? You got to be consistent with it, okay? Come together with your sis and the tent, okay?
Yeah. Ooh, you know,
yes, that part.
So when you camp out in it, that's what it is. Consistent. When you camping out in it.
Yeah. Don't do that, Doc. She said with the con and the sis. Don't do that. You know what that does to me.
I know, right? I know.
She did everything. She didn't do that. Don't do that, Doc. Hey, you gonna have me?
Co-on, okay, together on.
Stop it! I'm not doing this. Right? Don't do that to me. Don't do that. You see how my body is just. She did the co-on. Don't do that. Don't do the co-on. Don't do that, Doc.
Hey, I mean, and that's the thing. Like sometimes you just gotta take stuff apart and put it back together. How you see fit and get a different perspective on it. And then you go, I didn't know. You know, we do it all the time. We use butter knives and screwdrivers and tape is some of everything. If you got WD-40 and duct tape, you pretty much got everything covered.
That's it. Period. Come on, recreate. That's the greatest. Like when we were in school, that's all we wanted to do was recreation. That's what we're here to do. Recreate. That's what the word is. Recreate. Like that's a whole. Like you're supposed to be recreating. Find some swings and swing on them. Like for real, I'm so serious.
Yeah.
Seriously, get back to that inner child in you, because again, you come to Christ anyway as a child. Like get back to the back seat driver, and you just really like tuning into your headphones, whatever it is that you do while he's taking care of everything. Get back to that. Seek the kingdom. Period.
Yep, but don't forget community, which is common unity.
Okay.
Okay, come on now. Come on now. It
gotta-
is. It absolutely is. Yes.
Yep. So you keep it common, and you can unite and stay together, and that's the thing.
Absolutely.
We do is, communicate, but also find that common union between your neighbor, between your sister, your brother, your friend, whoever. You have to have that in order to grow.
Absolutely. And again, provided. So the commonality between us is simply Christ. That's it. You don't have to be the same. We're not here to be the same. We're here to be different on purpose. It's with purpose and on purpose. So no, we may not ever agree on not one thing besides Christ. That's it. That's our foundational base. Other than that, honey, do what you do. Boo, I ain't got time for that. Is this about Christ? Is this about furthering the kingdom? Is this about edifying somebody? Miss me with it. That's our commonality. Other than that, I'm over here recreating. I'm recreating.
And I'm minding mine to leave you to do yours.
That's it. It's an art form. I'm telling you, sis. It is definitely an art form.
That's where the real distraction comes in. When people be like, "Oh, hey Ty, greetings, thank you, always giving us our flowers."
Always. Oh God, he had a midday powwow with me and Jatay. Because I just talked to you. I'll probably miss you tomorrow. It was so good. But what was you saying, Doc?
Oh, it's like when you drive and you keep your eyes on the road in front of your car and you drive your car. Too many people trying to, drive for other people. And it's not the same thing as defensive driving. You can defensive drive and still mind your business.
Yes, you can.
When you defensive drive, you're not grabbing nobody else's steering wheel, but you're mindful of the cars around you and the possible, situations that could occur. So when you drive in your own car, guess what you're doing? You're watching the road for your car. If you try and live somebody else's life, you can't do that. You can't do that. You only got one wheel. You came here with one wheel and one wheel. Okay?
Yes, we're teaching.
You only got one wheel to drive your life. That's why you only have one wheel to drive a car. So you can't steer yours and somebody else's.
No,
just
you can't.
Ride yours. Stay in your lane.
But you trying to do that from your car into another car. It's not from over in the driver's seat to the passenger.
You a stunt driver,
girl. Daredevil stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, hold on. I got this. That's your driving, and everybody on the road is like subject to just disaster.
And that's usually what happens when you try and make decisions for other people or do stuff for other people, that stuff that they need to be doing for themselves. It rarely works out in the best interest of anybody involved or the people like directly surrounding the situation. So when you are perfectly in line with what you need to be doing in that situation and you are making your own decisions for yourself, it keeps everything so much more simpler.
Absolutely.
Like we don't have the foresight, we don't have the capacity to do all of that. That's why we rely on God, because God knows all, is involved with all, and also allows everybody to do their own thing.
Thank you. Hello.
You think the most powerful, the most high, the all-knowing is letting you just go do what you want to do, and you think you're gonna have a better chance of getting other people to do what you want them to do. That doesn't make any sense. Like, that's unnecessary stress.
It doesn't. It's unnecessary. Oh my God, it's unnecessary stress. You're adding on to the trouble that you were promised. I don't want the extra. I don't want the extra.
And I've even found that, like, even with my own personal journey and my changes and my growth, like, that's an uncomfortable situation. And it's not even like I'm not, stressed about, regular stuff. Like, my basic needs are met. I don't have to worry about, where my next meal coming from, safety, security, and all that other stuff. But it's like there's a deeper level of worry now. Now that I don't have all the superficial worldly things to worry about, I have all of these much deeper spiritual things that I have to worry about now because I'm in a growth phase, and it's uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. Worrying about what somebody else got going on is going to distract you from keeping your hands on the wheel and keeping yourself from going off the road and ending up in a ditch somewhere.
This is crazy. Please do not drive near me. This
right. I've seen them. So I'm like, they swerving. Let me hurry up and get
Erica. Careful, Erica.
I know. I'm parked. I am parked.
She said I'm parked. They out there, sis. They can just run into you. They out there like this, sis. Careful, sis.
But it's everybody want to look. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh wait, I'm not doing it. No, do you?
Yeah.
And yours will come when it is time for you to have what you were supposed to have.
That's it.
And that's the thing. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
That's it. Hello.
Your life is as short as you make it.
Ooh. Oh.
We are giving eternal life, and yours is as short as you make it.
Oh my God! Excuse me, gotta take notes.
But that's the thing. It's like that's another thing that I learned like from talking to people, and then like even more so with my own personal development. And when you really start putting a microscope on the people who you see as successful, the people who are doing what they love to do and are clearly enjoying it, those are the examples of what walking in your own lane, your path. Following your calling, what God has called you to do. When you do that, it's going to be a whole different life, and people are going to want to see how you did that. People are going to want to know how you did that, why you did it, and what it feels like. Because a lot of times people can't reach it because they can't even fathom. They couldn't imagine what it's like to be happy.
Right.
Like seriously happy. Like, you know, laughing and joking, that's cool and all, but to like truly be happy with yourself.
Have joy,
exactly.
Yes. Have joy, because that's what it is. You know, we like the word happiness, but when you look at the term, it's circumstantial. It's as long as things are going my way, the way in which I like them, the circumstances are under the conditions in which I like, I'm happy. But that's not what he's called us to. It's joy, and that's part of the fruit, the byproducts of the fruit of the spirit. That's love. To have joy, meaning I don't care what's going on. I have joy. I don't know I can't even get into what it is you got going on because I have joy. You know, the different things that used to bother me, they just don't bother me anymore because I got joy. Like, I just see it different. Like, it's, again, understanding and him putting in my mind, my psyche, that the kingdom, there is never a crisis in the kingdom. Then what is the problem?
And that's it's funny because that's one of the sayings that we have amongst my team members is nothing's a problem. Nothing is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. It's not a problem. Like, don't worry, we'll figure it out. Oh well, I can't.
That's it. It's opportunity. It's opportunity. Like that's what you should be seeking. Opportunities to love. Like you should be like, have the joy to be in a position where you can't wait to love again. And love includes, I guess, what the world would call being hurt, but it's not being hurt if you're not taking it personally. If you understand that all offenses are unto God, it ain't you. They don't like the God in you. They don't like what you said because they know that's what God said. So they mad at you because it came out of your mouth and got nothing to do with you. It really got everything to do with him. So if you ain't taking it personal and you understand purpose, you know what I'm saying? Again, having that joy is imperative. It's your own recreation of environment before you can, you know, recreate the environment for women, recreate the environment for a man. I mean, you gotta have it for yourself.
Yeah. And that's the thing. When you do the things, it becomes a practice. When you practice things, they become habits. When you make habits of things, they become your life.
Come on.
So if you're not, you don't like your life now, you might want to check your habits. Like, and it's crazy because like that's one of the books I'm reading now with my business book club called The Compound Effect, and it talks about how like very small changes, like the smallest of changes over a long period of time, like that's That's the key right there.
Yes.
That's why I say patience is a virtue, because like there is real reward and real value in being patient. Not just with others, being patient with yourself, being patient with your life, being patient with your goals, with your progress to those goals. And the mind-blowing thing that I really got, and it was early on, like we're only 2 chapters in, and in the first chapter, it shows you what the compound effect looks like. Basically, if you make one change, like let's say you change something, and it's a positive change, like you eat healthier, right? So now, over about 10 months, you won't see any change. Like you haven't really lost any weight. You know, your energy might be a little bit better, but for the most part, you don't really see a difference. Then 12 months in, like all of a sudden, you know, now you're noticing weight coming off, your energy is a little bit better. But now let's get to 18 months or 36 months in, you're 30 something pounds down. You have great energy. Other areas in your life have improved just from you changing that. Now you have more energy. You get better sleep. Your mood is better. So your interactions with people around you are better. So you have more opportunities now, because now you're not turning people off. You're not turning opportunities away and, you know, burning your blessings, like burning bridges and stuff, because you got a bad attitude. You're hangry. You're sleep deprived. You cranky because, you know, eating the wrong, like all of that. Like you would be surprised at how just changing one small thing can affect all the areas of your life. And that's what the compound effect is about, is just making those small changes and being consistent with them and seeing it through so that you can see those rewards. And it's exponential. So it goes from like maybe like 2 pounds, and then like within 6 months, as opposed, like now you're a year and 6 months in, and now you see the 2 pounds, but then just 6 months after that, now you see the 20 pounds just drop off. Like that's how that exponential changes. And then, but we're, you know, we start off with the change and we're expecting an exponential, you know, improvement immediately. It doesn't work like that. You get consistency is rewarded. Not just the change, not just the desire to change, not the intent, the action, the follow through, and the consistency. That's what discipline is. That's what discipleship is about, being consistent and staying, the steadfastness of it. And that's where your faith has to lie. Your faith has to be consistent. Not only when things are going good for you, not only when you're in need, or, you know, when you didn't hit rock bottom, but you have consistent faith. And that is where those exponential rewards come in. And he was at the size of a mustard seed. Like a mustard seed is barely visible by the eye. So you don't even have to have a whole lot of faith. Like just enough. Just this much. Come on. That's not hard.
Come on, it's not.
It's even not. Just asking the question, is there a God? Just starting there.
Yep, she is right now.
Creating a shift in your mind.
Yep. Just starting. Or rather change. No. It's already starting to change in your mind. Because it's a decision. Like the decision is change. You know what I'm saying? Like she's saying, and that's what, before you brought up consistency, I was saying when you were going through the different things that you gained, and I'm like, it's that consistency. You've just gained consistency. Do you know how imperative that is to what it is your being, in a sense, to be able to continue on doing? That's what people see. They see because they don't never got to know nothing else, but they see like, oh, it's a nonstop. Oh, it's the continue on. Oh, it's a progression, and not just any progression, natural progression. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to rush anything. And just on that subject that you brought up, I just want to say something real quick before we interview Miss Arica about natural progression and allowing people to grow in the time that God has for them. Not the time in which you got for them. You know what I'm saying? It's so funny to me how you, when it comes to yourself, your timetable. You to everybody, please wait on the Lord.
By the time I'm 18, I'm gonna be in college. I'm gonna graduate. I'm gonna have my degree. I'm gonna be married. I'm gonna have kids.
That's your timetable.
And you thought.
Come on, sis.
Did not ever.
Come on, did it not? So dream package all messed up. But it's like allow people in their timing to become, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody think everybody's supposed to do something at a particular time. Even the same flowers, even the same fruit growing on the same tree, they're not maturing at the same time.
Right.
Everyone, you know what I'm saying? It's like allow people to mature in God's timing. The only thing you need to do is show up as a rock true friend, not to take, but to just give every time, not looking for not one thing. Be that example for them so they know what to do, not expecting or looking for a result. You're either there to water or you're there to plant. He provides increase. That's not your job. Don't worry about it. Stay out of people's business. And I can't stress this enough because you don't know what God is doing or how he's using people to do things. You don't know that. Stay out of God's business unless you're trying to be about his business. You feel me? So it's just like we have so many areas in which we fault each other. You know what I'm saying? We're hurting each other. And it's like, hey man, if God gave you time, you know what I'm saying? The type of person that you need, the type of attention you needed, he gave you that. But everybody ain't where you are. Meet them there. Yeah. Serve to serve, man. Serve to serve, you know. I just want us to treat each other right.
But that's the thing, you know, so many people don't believe in serving others because they don't feel like, or it's more of an opportunity. If I serve you, what am I gaining? It's not about gaining. It's about serving and giving.
Come on, sis.
It's going to come back to you one way or
another. It's going to come.
But that's the thing. You are gaining something. When you do something for somebody, you gain the strength of doing the action. Like I said, when you practice things, it becomes a habit. So whether you're doing it for yourself or someone else, you're still building that habit. You solved your own problem. Now somebody else has that same problem. You help them with that problem that you already solved for yourself. You're building a habit of solving problems, not even just that particular problem. You're building a habit of problem solving. And then now, guess what? When a bigger problem that you've never faced before comes up in your life, guess what? You've built that muscle up and you already think, oh, this ain't a problem.
That ain't a problem.
This is something I always do. I always do.
This is what I do.
I do this. Like, okay.
I love that. Great point. Great point. For real. For real. Grand point.
Right. Like guys, people that go to the gym for a day and be like, okay, where my abs at?
All right, come on, man. You ain't even run like you supposed to. You was barely, you weren't picking up none of the weight.
But Mary, you gotta listen. They put all the action into getting there, getting in the locker room.
Come on, sis. Come on. All of that.
I'm tired.
Look, with the waist trainer on, okay? And then they walk to the floor, got some water, wipe the machine down, but that's
Come on, sis. Come on,
sitting around on their phone.
That's all. They put all the energy into all that.
I didn't sing y'all.
Posing. Come on. Ooh.
Don't be in and then be taking up the space on the good machines where it's only like one or two of them in the whole gym. And they sitting over there on their get off the machine. What you doing?
You gotta pose.
Okay.
You know.
Do the pose. Do the pose.
Yeah, nah.
They do all that. Like they just worked out. Come on, man.
Sprinkle some water.
Now, I think, and it's crazy, you know, Doc, you talked about just the being the patient, you know, having patience to get to that ultimate goal of where you want to get to. It's just so many people are just into instant gratification. Oh, I want to lose weight, but I really don't want to do the work. So let me go get my body.
You know how many times? What can I take to lose this stomach? Sit-ups.
Oh,
crunches.
A dose or two. She said cardio.
Putting the donut down.
Come on.
Fewer carbs.
One or two of them.
No sugar.
Damn.
Yep.
So, water.
Yep.
All of that sounds hard though, but how hard was it to put the weight on though? And then like that, and that's the thing, like, and that was the other thing about the example that he gave about changing the habits and then seeing an exponential increase in productivity and, you know, whatever the thing you're trying to add. There's also that same effect going the opposite way. If you add one bad habit, a couple of bad habits here, a little lack in there.
Correct. The reverse is true.
To about 3 years down the line, you're going to be like, oh, how did I end up here? Yes, it was those small habits that you thought were insignificant. Staying up late, eating the wrong stuff, not working out, not pouring into yourself, not doing your daily spiritual development, because that's your armor when you go out, when you have to deal with the difficult people that aren't spiritually evolved, that aren't intellectually evolved, that don't actually care about other people, like that don't care about how they interact with others. You have to be the buffer. You have you have to hold yourself accountable to be better than that. You can't say, oh, well, such and such did it. That ain't got nothing to do with you. That's what we're talking about. Minding your business. Because if you let that slide on you, you're the one that's going to have to reap the consequences of carrying those bad habits. Not them.
Come on, sis.
They got their own bad habits. They got their own decline. Get your own increase.
Yes. Woo! Girl, where you been? You went on a retreat. Did you go on a retreat or something? Did you go to Honduras?
I told this inner growth been a struggle.
My Lord.
I'm just to share the fruit.
She said, share the fruit. I mean, but you got a lot of fruit. You bet your garden.
And literally that was my physical manifestation of what I want to do inside myself. I wanted to grow my plants from seed to start, from the soil up. And as I saw my plants grow, like the satisfaction that I got from that was like unmatched. I harvested my first little kale greens and some basil and some thyme and a little bit of rosemary, and I sauteed it up in a pan. I had a breakfast salad with my own food that I grew with my own hands, and it like that. I don't know. I can't even describe how that feels, but that's how I want to feel about all areas of my life, about my business, about my family, about my daughter, how I'm raising my daughter from seed. Right. So that's like, you have to create an example of the feelings of the goals, the things that you want in your life, however small you have to start, whether it's a garden, whether it's a journal or poetry, like whatever creative thing that you can, because creativity is the key to keep yourself ready for all the changes coming, because that's all change is just a new and creative way to look at the same thing.
Yeah. Can I make a point? Arica, my spider plant thingy is still living. I just wanted to tell you that because
ma'am, it's a snake plant. It's a snake plant.
Okay. All right.
So
okay.
Mary,
what?
We're gonna
I water it.
No. Okay. So
there goes Will.
There goes Will.
Has the roots gotten longer?
They got some thingies on it.
Thingies, man. Okay.
They got thingies, and the baby looked like he grew up a little bit. Yeah, like he got a little taller. He cute.
I have some cactus dirt for you in the pot. When I see you, we will. Yes, that one needs cactus dirt because it's in the succulent family. So I got you. I will bring cactus dirt in a pot. I have an extra pot. I will bring it to you so we can get your baby and some dirt. Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's my sister. She don't like nothing that's got anything to do with planting, harvest, anything that a girl would do. She don't like none of
Shantae.
that. What's going on, Shantae? But yes, no, seriously, I thought it was gonna be a goner with this one, but he's been my ride or die a little bit. There's times where he almost died, but I went and got some water to help him ride. So let's get a commercial. Yes.
Yeah, if you kill that, something wrong.
Yeah.
It's hard to kill that one.
All right. Well, we almost had a goner. Almost lost them there, didn't we? Almost. Water is amazing. Didn't we talk about that time when Joe talks about that all the time? Water is amazing. It brought it back to life.
It is
so thank God.
Definitely.
Love you too, sis. Love you too. Let's do a commercial real quick, y'all. Let's do a quick commercial break, and we'll come back with AJ Adams. Yeah.
Rock Truth got merch, y'all. Who is your true north? Who holds you down so you'll always know where you are? God, the original true north, the original point of reference. Check out our clothing line, True North, at RockTrueQueens.com for your kingdom culture needs. Everything from tees to sweats, men's, women's, and kids' sizes. Inaz Essentials Whipped Body Butter has a wide assortment of 8-ounce body butter made with unrefined shea and mango butter, infused with vitamin E oil, coconut oil, sweet almond oil, natural mica powder, and fragrant essential oils. It is designed to heal and moisturize dry skin, and it is perfect for the whole family. Our whipped shea butter is handcrafted with a blend of natural and organic ingredients. The unicorn body butter can be customized to the scent of your choice. If a scent is not chosen, no scent will be added. Have you been searching for a custom home decor and crafts? Check out Delicious Designs. For more information, simply search Della Williamson on Facebook. Are you in need of advertisement or marketing tools? Branded in his image prints, logos, flyers. Contact us today. Rock True Prints is ready to serve your printing and designing needs. We offer a full array of marketing tools, logos, flyers, business cards, video ads, and website designs. If you need our services for prints, we got you there too. Contact us at rocktruthradio@gmail.com for more information.
Hey, Queen.
Hey, Queen.
Hey, Queen. Sister.
Girl, you've done it again.
You are constantly raising the bar for all of us and doing so flawlessly.
You do know that you're that girl, right?
I hope that when you wake up in the morning and look in the mirror, you see how divine you are.
Know that so many people want what you got.
You have dreams to fulfill and promises to yourself that you must keep.
I know at times you feel underappreciated and misvalued. Trust me, we've all been there.
So it's necessary that you can count on yourself.
Now, don't go seeking perfection.
Extend yourself a little grace.
Don't be afraid to celebrate the little wins as much as the big ones.
You, Miss Thang, are courageous. You are dynamic. You are principled.
So baby girl, just remember, respect is a minimum.
There's a sweet justice in knowing that the path you are on was designed for you and you alone.
Doing right by yourself never goes out of style.
Everything about you is majestic and a force to be reckoned with.
Trust me, people are paying attention.
You're special and worthy of praise. Don't shy away from it.
And you don't have to get your groove back because guess what? You never lost it.
It's also important to rest. Make sure your hustle doesn't get in the way of your health. Girl, take care of yourself.
And the next time you want to second guess yourself, don't do it.
So pause for a second right now and relax, relate, release.
You are needed. You are appreciated.
Girl, you make me so proud. And I love you.
Remember,
you are 100%
that queen.
Oh, yes.
I love that clip.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, are we back? Are we not back? Okay, we back. Okay. I love that clip too. I was thinking about that's why you muted. That's why you muted, because you tried to come in causing problems. That's an exam. So I am so thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, with DT. Thank you, Lord, because you came in playing. That's what you did. And so what was it that you wanted to say, King?
I'm secure. Get up.
That's how we playing.
Anything else?
You know what? These are, you see, talk about games, see? Board games. And I can't wait. Speaking of which, while we in a commercial mood, let's go ahead and advertise. Let's advertise the Baywatch program that we have for our youth this summer. Yes. Okay, here we go. So yes, join us this summer beginning June 2nd, Wednesday, June 2nd to August 25th, actually. This summer, as we rock true generational wealth, this program is aimed at our youth. Our goal is to provide lawful relationship strategies that aid in the early prevention of identity crisis and the byproducts of that result in the abnormal usage of others. Baywatch season lineup will include in June, we'll be talking about catching friends, not feelings, being whole, mastering singleness, rights, roles, responsibilities as an individual. Foundational concepts of relationship and readiness. Are you prepared? Expectations and boundaries, kingdom courtship and representation. Board games, part 1, actually. And then July, we're going to go ahead and seek love, not likes. And that is devoted towards our musical themes, which is 1, don't do anything for clout. What's love got to do with it? 1 in a million. So when I think of you. August, we will climax in August with Baywatch, and we will go back to our board games. SOS, effective communication strategies, life support, and safety precautions. So look forward to that this summer. I cannot wait. I am super, super, super excited about it. I really am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Preparing the youth.
Yes.
Get out your feelings. And it's crazy because teens and their hormones, all emotion, and they don't even have a clue what's going on.
No, not even. Not even.
Upset for no reason. Don't know why they upset. Probably because they hungry.
Because they hangry. Yes, sis. Yes,
ready to fight the world because they want to slice a pizza.
Right. Teach. For real, like, and that's things that we have to teach. We have to, like, just as an adult now, you know, us a lot of things that wasn't stressed or pressed, you know, to kind of pay attention to. And it's like, one is, of course, your menstrual cycle and, you know, how you are during these times. I always ask, like, when I would do casework, I ask people, like, are you on your period? Are you to start your period? Okay. Did you just come off your period? Because you only got 1 week of sanity. So I'm trying to figure out where we are with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at some point you're emotionally all over the place, especially for me, especially the week, like the few days right before. Oh, I'm a wreck. Mm-hmm. I'm a total emotional wreck for nothing, nothing. Why is this happening? But this was the first month that I didn't let it get me. Oh, I beat it. And guess what? I'm doing it again next month. I can't wait. This time. I'm anticipating.
You know what you should try?
I know exactly what to do.
Keep a food diary. Keep what you eat in the days, and then track your cycle to it, and then that'll tell you, because certain foods, like, everybody's different, so that's the fun part. So I can't give you a blanket statement, but what I can tell you are the things to do. Track it, and then you can see the correlation between what you eat, how your cycle, because your hormones are changing the entire month, and so you can sync what you eat with your hormones. So as your hormones are increasing towards your menstrual, you can increase foods that actually help balance them. And then by the time, you know, you have your period, then, you know, you're probably a lot more capable of handling the 1 or 2, because the first 2 days are definitely like honey. I don't care what you do, it's gonna be a struggle for at least that first day.
Listen, and please don't just stay away. Please, I'm like, please, I don't want to be there. Nobody.
That's physical body stuff that, like, there's only so much you can do with all of that. Yeah. But if you track what you eat and your cycle, you can see the correlation, and then you can make other choices to you know, to kind of tweak it to fit what you need, you know, what you need going on.
I'm sorry, I'm reading this time.
I was
let me
ignoring that.
explain because I was joking with while you were talking, but so we have to talk about this is the Queen show. What else would it be more befitting than to talk about it on this show?
Okay.
It is humanity, Will. Let it go.
Well, before we get out of here, let's focus our attention on our highlight of the day. Miss Arica Adams, how are you? Welcome to the Rock Truth family officially. Welcome as the host of RockTrueQueens officially. And we want to get to know you. We want to take this time out to get to know you. So tell us a little bit more about you, and then we'll talk about what it is that you do.
Well, I am originally from Detroit. I've been in the lovely state of Indiana for 3 years now, so definitely enjoying that adjustment and taking everything in. About me, let's see. I am the mom of 2 wonderful kids who I wouldn't trade for anything, and that's who I go hard for every day. And then I am the owner of Inaz Essentials. Well, I shouldn't say the owner. I co-own it with my 2 little ones who are my scent masters and my promotion team. So definitely doing that and trying to build with that and go further.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like, and you're going for it further. Let me say that, like, from where you initially, is it me? It's me, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. But you are like from where you started to where you are, especially with, Inez Essentials. Like, I mean, like, sis, did you think that you would be where you are today with it?
No, and it's crazy. It'll be 1 year in June 20th. So it's definitely been I know the year's gone so fast. But it's definitely been a great ride. Just knowing myself and constantly coming out of my comfort zone, constantly pushing myself and testing myself to move forward, to put myself out there more. And then actually bringing my face to my products. Usually I'll just post my products, but now just getting into that habit of saying, hey, you know what? Nope, that's me. Yes, that's mine. So just getting into that habit of, moving out of my comfort zone and staying out of my comfort zone, because truth be told, if I stayed where I was back in September of last year, I definitely would not have the repeat customers that I have. I wouldn't speak about it a lot, and I definitely wouldn't just be doing pop-up shops as often as I do, putting myself out there for people to get to know me, but also get to know and love my products.
That's
so and this I don't know, random plug, probably shameless plug, I don't know, but our good friend Aquetta and Mia, they're running a business boot camp, and it is so bomb. They've already had the first session. The second session is like selling out like crazy. And one of the things that that we really like dug deep into is your why. So why did you start your business, and why should people buy your products? Like the why.
Right.
So I started, I initially only made products just for myself and my kids and my sister, just out of the necessity of having something other than the things filled with glycerin and all the other ingredients that no one can pronounce. And so that was one of the things, is just finding something for us that was healthy for us and not full of preservatives and things that just make my skin that is already dry, make it, I have to apply more things to it just to look moisturized when I didn't need all of that. So I initially started from there, and it began to blossom just with a neighbor asking about something, and I offered to make it for her, and she told her neighbor about it, and it just, blossomed from that. But definitely starting with making something healthy for my family. And I love it now just because everything that we use in our home, I have made it. My kids make it, from our lotion to our soap to our candles and wax melts that we all use in the home. So, and then also just showing my kids, it's not just about your 9 to 5. It's also about what can you create on your own to create an income, but also have something to pass down to them as they grow older. And then they also have children of their own and have something to pass down to them, or just passing on that thing to show them like, hey, you can have your own business. You don't have to build someone else's business by working for them.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yes, absolutely. Come on, shine. Come on, Queen.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
You're building a culture of legacy, of inheritance. You'll be surprised that, like, just hearing those words over and over and over again changes your mindset. When you're not living paycheck to paycheck, when you're not in survival mode, when you know that there's abundance, when you know that there's something coming from above, the side, below, okay? When you know you have the support, because everybody is in the mindset of, I want to leave something behind for me and mine and the world to feel good, to feel better. Mm-hmm. And that's a beautiful thing. So thank you for that.
Yes.
It's definite. And I will say this, just, coming from working from different companies, and just knowing you can be replaced tomorrow if you die, if you leave. Your job is advertised tomorrow. Hey, looking for an operations manager or whatever it is. And you're working 40, 50, 60 hours a week to build their business so their family and their children and grandchildren can be comfortable. Whereas if I take that same 60 hours, put it into me, put it into mine.
Come on and teach.
What I'm building us, not just for me, but I'm building us. And that's the thing, and it's not, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with working for a company. There's nothing wrong with working for others and building theirs, but you have to be in a place where, okay, I'm helping you build yours, but what am I doing for me? And it doesn't always have to be that business. It could be through your investments. It could be through your stocks and, whatever else, or, Bitcoin, or however it is. You build something for you, but you have to put into it. 7. Listen, there's not one person who makes millions or billions that has one stream of income.
Right.
You're not get rich.
I mean, it's like it's natural progression. Going back to natural progression, like you automatically naturally progress to additional sources of income. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like you say, you put it in, it's a natural progression. Yeah, it's the growth.
Yes.
Like you don't even have to force it. You don't have to look for it. Again, don't look
for it. Who was that? With the jars and the oil, she was telling people bring more jars. That's what that is.
Yeah,
when you are in abundance, you're going to need more containers to fill. You're going to need more containers to hold. That's what abundance is. It's an overflow.
Thank you, Lord.
So you gotta tap. You gotta tap.
Thank you, Lord.
Tap in.
Yes. For real. He just like, for real, revelation just came when you said that, the filling of vessels, the filling of we need more. And when I said it out loud, like we need more, he immediately showed me we need more people. We need more minds. We need more out here, helping, praying for that. I'm praying for more, reformed minds that we could, continue to help grow, because that's what it is. It's about everybody growing. Nobody has to be left behind. They weren't wrong when they said that. You only got to be left behind if you want to, so my Lord, yes. All right, guys, before we go ahead and get out of here, let's do that Adjust the Crown moment. And we'll start with you, Doc. We'll start with you. How has God adjusted your crown this week?
Man, I've been all upside my head this week.
Oh, shoot, sis. I thought he had time. No time for nobody else. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, that's what it feels like. It's like,
I know somebody else did something, Lord.
Right. But it's just feeling that I can answer the call to be greater, because it's a difference between hearing it, answering it, and actually believing it. And I'm still getting into that space of believing that that, you know, I'm the one, like, you meant to call me, like it wasn't the wrong number, and it's just like, oh well, since I got you on the phone, like it's not one of those situations. So, you know, I'm just like, you sure me
right,
this, oh, okay. So now I'm really getting into that space and that being, and I'm seeing myself as that person, and I realize that is the key to my personal progression, is not holding on to who I was, or the things that I used to use to identify myself, and realize that I'm bigger than all of the things. That there's no thing that I can identify with or as, because I'm not a thing. So
right.
yeah, it's really getting out of my own box.
Come
I
on.
spent so much of my life trying to avoid, you know, rules, regulations, you know, people infringing on my personal freedom, and, you know, all of that is that I didn't realize that I was also at the same time creating my own box that I would eventually have to get out of. That's the
Come
space
on, teach. Yes, I love that. Recreating your own box that you would eventually have to come out of. That, if that ain't truth, I don't know what is. Like, for real. Like, it's you. Like, I don't know how we not get around that. I'm gonna go ahead and go, because Miss Arica, you are the host, so you can, you know, give us your crown moment after and take us on out of the show. But for me this week, I learned how, you know, again, like we were talking a little earlier about your words being, in a sense, powerful. What you speak, you know, upon yourself, out to others, period. And so, you know, this week has been transformation for me as well. And I learned that once I stated that change was to take place here, I was thinking once I began the process of writing, and then by the time I, say it or get it out of me, that okay, now I'm free. But I learned that nope, I was free the moment I said I was.
We just had this conversation.
Are you for real? I love God. You see how I love God? He be going in. He be going in.
And just in case you missed it, here it is again.
We be in the same class, sis. I think we sit next to each other a lot. We get in trouble or something, detention. That's part of why we felt like around. I'm passing them duck. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, we be in the same class. In trouble. It's trouble. But I thank you, Lord. I do. I thank you, because for real, once you think it, hey, foot, oh, she beautiful. Once you think it, that's it. You're free. If you free, then say you are. If you more than a conqueror, say it. Believe, like it's like the moment you speak it, it is. You just understand the power that you have. He placed himself in you. So, Miss Arica Adams, has he adjusted your crown this fine week of his?
Discipline.
Ooh,
it is.
Talk about
this week has been about discipline, and not just doing what you're supposed to do, but staying focused on what your ultimate goal was for the day, but also just for the week. Staying on and not letting your focus go away from what it is you're trying to accomplish for the day and for the week. And discipline and consistency are those things that where you have to do it every day until it's no afterthought. It's one of those things, you do it. One of the things for me this week is I am not, like, social media is just it's a time killer, and just staying focused on what I got to do for myself, my kids, my business, and just giving myself that time to just mute for the day. So
I love it.
This consistency, that's been my adjustment, and just staying focused on what I got to do and what I have coming up.
It.
Oh yeah, because if I'm not good, they're not good.
Teach sis. Look at Foot. Oh my gosh, she done got big. I know you heard your name. I don't know how, but I know she heard it. Her eyebrow went up.
Come get her. She on all the nerves I don't have. I don't even got no nerves to borrow.
All she trying to do is find a wall to cover
ran
her.
up all my mama nerves when I was a kid, so I couldn't borrow.
It's back. She back with a vengeance. She definitely back with a vengeance. She's definitely back with a vengeance.
And then her face is like,
she's so cute right now. She is uber cute. Hi, hey, oh my God!
Hey,
she's speaking on the show. Hey,
calm down, because we the parents. So calm down. Because guess what?
What?
You are not going to go pick up that baby right now.
I mean, if she was around the corner, I would pick her up. If she was around the corner,
yeah, I would. Hey, Doc, I'm gonna go pick up Mary right now, and we're gonna drive out there to Philly. All right.
That's it.
I'm on the way.
I said if she was around the corner.
No. She around the corner.
I know she not.
If I'm willing to pay for the gas to take her there and the time, I would.
Why would you do that?
Because
what would be your motive? I don't trust your motive. I don't trust your motive.
You are so excited.
I don't trust your motive.
I mean, little babies are adorable, and they just they just capture you.
It's fun watching her learn.
How old are your babies?
I love watching her learn stuff.
Oh, my babies are 9 and 12.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, they're the fun age now.
Yeah. We're dealing with the 2s and 3s.
Yeah, they don't care.
Zero.
They don't like seriously, like in just
come on.
They have zero regard for a human life at all.
Yeah, and that's how we should be. That's how that's kingdom living, man.
What's this?
That's kingdom living.
That was jumped off of the couch.
What's this? It doesn't taste good. Like
he jumped off of the couch. When I say jumped off of the couch, just full swan, and I'm like, what are you doing right now? And he just went onto the floor. And I'm looking at him. He looking at me, trying to understand why he hit himself, why he hit his head on the floor. Because you just full swan.
What I'm hearing from right now is wish that you were that fearless, like these savage 2 or 3-year-olds.
Oh, okay.
But no, seriously, that's the perspective I have. I have to do that perspective.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing.
Because it's like she doesn't know anything, so I have to think of things in a curious mind, because that's what she's just being curious. So I have to really just. I'm like, she really figuring it out.
It is terrifying. I am terrified.
Yes, Foot. Yes, Foot.
And I know it.
Yes, ma'am. As soon as you old enough, Foot, yes, I'm gonna have a whole show called Foot, Rock True Foot.
Wow.
Yes, Foot.
She pushing stuff, and now she's at the age where she's starting to learn that when she pushes stuff happens.
Yeah.
So yeah. She go crazy with the TV remote.
Like buttons, like red buttons. Tell her.
No.
Push
the button. Again. That was my show. What was that? That was on the Animaniacs. The little girl and the dog.
Yes.
The dog was sick of her.
Beyond. The dog was sick of her. Y'all, let's go ahead and get up out of here. AJ, take us on out. Take a foot. Hey, Foot.
Too much. All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in to Rock True Queens, where we rock truth or absolutely nothing at all. We thank you. We love you. And we will see you next week.
Peace.